Hello. Welcome back to another video. The topic of this one, right? Going straight into it. It's the most underrated match in 2021 in WWE so far. And I am so shocked that I've heard nobody since it happened talk about this match. It wasn't a 205 Live match. It wasn't any NXT UK match. It wasn't any of them. It was NXT any them. What do I sound like that? It was NXT Stand and Deliver Night 2. Jordan Devlin with Santos Escobar for the unification of the NXT Cruiserweight titles. Now the first thing you have to talk about is the entrances. Maybe it was the excitement of seeing up for a live event past the pre-show for the first time, but Santos Escobar's entrance was amazing. He had his Legado mask on, he had the bandana over his face, took it off, revealed more of his mask, just staring through the ladder and walking down to the ring was amazing. Devlin's, on the other hand, it was still a good entrance, but the good thing about Devlin's entrance was just the stare down at the start. He was walking through, just making a normal entrance, and the stare down he gave Escobar while he was on the top rope just gave me goosebumps to see this match. It was so the match just starts off fast paced right into it. Devlin, Escobar start trading blows, but Devlin mostly gets the best of it. Gives a big elbow, stuns Escobar a little bit, then they do some normal little wrestling, gets up, Devlin I think gives another elbow, stomps on him on the ground one time, and then does a really good standing shooting star. Just before that, I think that the way he got him down, threw him against the ropes, little hip toss, and then they did their wrestling, then it went on to that standing moonsault. So after he does the moonsault, he sends Escobar to the outside. He goes onto the apron. Escobar tries to take his foot just off the apron, make him, fall off the apron. But Devlin rebels, kicks him back. Then there's a springboard moonsault from the ring all the way out to the announcers tables. Two referees check on him. I think their selling was that good. Two referees check on him at the same time. Devlin's the first one to get up. He tosses Escobar into the ring, and he's the first one to get a ladder. Escobar gets up quickly though, tries a baseball side with the ladder into Devlin's face, but Devlin moves the ladder. Escobar is out on the floor now, and then boom, whacks him with the ladder, and Escobar is down. Since Devlin's the first one to get the ladder, he's the first one to climb up it. So he gets the ladder in quickly, tries to climb up as fast as he can. Escobar rips him down, and then that's when he gets the upper hand. He gives him a boot, then puts the ladder into the corner, tries to Irish whip Devlin into it. He stops himself just on the ladder, turns around, goes into another boot to the stomach, and then Escobar tries for a powerbomb onto that ladder, but about 3 or 4 punches, Devlin's out of it and he's fine. Then a whip from Devlin into the corner. Devlin's back on top. Then Escobar reverses an Irish whip into his own, and Devlin takes a nasty bump into the ladder. Devlin falls over the top rope and into the barricade. Then Escobar takes control and delivers a massive knee into the crowd, while there was the little steely barricade thing there to stop it from going into the crowd. Then Escobar brings out another ladder and sets it up at the barricade, then gets the one from inside the ring and sets it up underneath the titles. Remember that one on the barricade for later. Devlin notices the new ladder quickly and gets up to stop him, but Escobar drop kicks the ladder onto the incoming Devlin as he's running. Escobar drives the ladder into Devlin around 8 times, injuring his midsection in the process, which will be an effect later in the match. He goes and gets another ladder. he gets another ladder and then continues to stomp on Devlin. Then sets up another ladder. He climbs, but Devlin stops him. Another ladder is set up. This time, top rope. Escobar picks up Devlin, but out of nowhere, Devlin reverses an Irish whip and sends Escobar into the ladder face first, giving Devlin the upper hand. Escobar stops his moment with a loud dropkick. Then Escobar tries to send Devlin into the bottom rope, but Devlin moves slightly under his nose and lands on the ladder. He bolts up, but Escobar grabs his feet, but it's turned into a DDT by Devlin. Escobar then sends Devlin to the outside, making space for a suicide dive right into the ladder that was set up earlier. Escobar then looks for a second powerbomb on a ladder, but Devlin reverses it and dumps Escobar on it. Later on, Escobar delivers a knee, goes to the ropes, but boom, a standing Spanish fly. Devlin sets up a ladder and does this amazing moonsault, flattening Escobar, both staying down for about 40 seconds. After that, Devlin comes in, looks sure to win, but Legado del Fantasma interfere and send Devlin from the top to the floor. Escobar thinks he's won, but from behind, Devlin throws a whole ladder. Devlin then sets up a ladder beside Escobar's and does a mad Spanish fly, flying both for about 40 seconds. Devlin then climbs, but Escobar follows. Whoa. They're both on the opposite sides now. Boom! A big headbutt by Escobar sends Devlin through a ladder set up on the top rope. Then it looks clear cut from there. Devlin through a ladder. Escobar right at the top, nobody stopping him. Boom, Escobar is a certified NXT UK Cruiserweight Champion. Overall, my summary of the match, it was so good. You had all these high flying moves, just like it was prime Cruiserweight days. You had the interference and the feeling of like pity for Devlin, even though he was the heel. You had pity for him because Legado came in, knocked him off. They knocked him off. You're like, oh, Devlin, and you're like, oh yeah, he's about to win after coming back, but boom, no, it's done. 9 out of 10. It's hard to give 10 out of 10s after Dave Meltzer. But yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble about this. Let me know if you have an underrated match, and I'll see you later.